And I really want to appreciate you. Me getting at 1000 subscribers, this is just because of your support. I really want to appreciate and say thank you for that. And if you're new to this channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and share widely. So today I want us to talk about the common causes of injuries and disabilities. And before we talk about this, I want us to know what is intentional injury and what is an intentional injury. So when we talk about an intentional injury, it results from unintended or accidental incidences such as burns, drowning, and choking. And when we talk about intentional injuries, they are caused by one person inflicting harm to another person or self, such as physical assault, we have sexual violence, and suicide. So, let's talk about these types of injuries. We have falls like when you fall down. We have assaults. When you talk about assaults, these are things like gunshots, wounds, blunt trauma, and penetrating injuries. And then we want another type of injury is road traffic crashes. We have poisoning, burns, airway obstructions like suffocation, choking, and strangulation. And another type of injury is like drowning, suicide, electrocution, and animal bites. So those are some of the types of injuries. So injuries, they can be understood according to the model of disease. They result from the interaction of their factors, the person, the cause, which is the agent, and the environment. So we want to talk about the injury, which is it causes to the person, the cause, and the environment. So those are three agents that we're going to talk about. So analyzing the interaction among the person, the cause, which is the agent, and the environment, it can help to identify the specific factors that can lead to an injury. Yeah. So let's talk about personal or person factors. What are some of the person factors that can lead to these injuries? Number one, we have lack of awareness of the dangers or hazards, lack of concentration, lack of or in children, high physical activity, yeah, high physical activities and agility and curiosity. And we have mobility problems due to muscle weaknesses or balance problems, e.g. in older persons. And then we have visual problems. This is like those people who their sight, like they don't see far, they don't see clear. And then we have stress and other mental disorders. So we have another, let's go to the next factor that may lead to injury, which is a cost factor. This is like equipment, for example, motor vehicles, farming, household. Yeah. And then we have driving while drunk. We have speeding. We have physical abuse and gender-based violence. So let's go to the environmental factors. When we talk about environmental factors, this is like places and facilities. When we talk about places and facilities, we talk about bodies of water, roads, cliffs, playgrounds, kitchens. We have bathrooms, open windows, and we have even garages and construction sites. Yeah, and then we have weather conditions. When it is extreme cold or hot, we have natural disasters like floods, earthquakes, lightning, and then we have inadequate adult supervision for children, like lack of knowledge of children development and safety. And then we have lack of enough light. For example, when it's too dark and you're walking on the dark in the night in the dark, you may be injured unknowingly. So common causes of disabilities are like disease, poverty, wars, drought or famine. We have harmful traditional practices, household and workplace accidents, and then traffic accidents. This is like road air and water. And then we have aging. Yeah, and then we have aging. So we are done with the common causes and types of injuries and disabilities. So we are done with the so we are going to the next topic. Let's talk about how to support community-based rehabilitation in our catchment areas. So let's talk about community-based rehabilitation. This is a strategy within the general community development for the rehabilitation, equalization of opportunities, and social inclusion of all people with disability. It involves working with people with all forms of impairments, focusing on networking with existing health, education, livelihood, and social services so that they include the needs of potential of persons with disabilities. So the primary objective of community-based rehabilitation is the improvement of the quality of life of people with disability and or marginalized persons. So what are some of the roles of the community health volunteers in community-based rehabilitation? They act as local advocates. Advocate is these people, is a person who speaks for those who cannot speak for themselves. So community health volunteers, they act as local advocates on behalf of people with disability and their families with the health service personnel. The second thing, they provide listen and continually to care, then continually and continuity of care in the community on behalf of professionals like home visitors. The community health volunteers, they're supposed to do home visitors. Yeah, they act as directors of community initiatives to remove social and physical barriers that affect exclusion, and then they provide a positive role model for services usual users for like they provide a positive role model for service users if they themselves have a disability. And then they learn to accept people with disability and give them opportunity to join in the community life. And then they learn and practice behaviors that prevent disability. They find people living with disability in the community and initiate them into the community-based rehabilitation program. And then they work as community-based rehabilitation volunteers. They can donate their time to many community-based rehabilitation activities. For example, helping a disabled person in the home or visiting school to help students with disabilities. And then they help with fundraising, like organizing community fair to raise money and community awareness. So we have shared about that, and I want us to talk about slightly about alcohol and drug abuse. To enhance the capacity of community health volunteers with the knowledge and skills to campaign against alcohol and drug abuse, as well as monitor, manage, and support persons with substance and use disorders, the families, and community. So this is the next topic that we are going to talk about: alcohol and drug abuse. So for now, I really want to appreciate you for your time and keep watching, keep supporting, and you will be blessed abundantly. Thank you.